Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life and the crazy life that is cryptocurrency. What is good, guys? Good morning. Happy Saturday. I hope you have an awesome, absolutely awesome morning and even a better rest of your day, rest to your day of your day. But yeah, I wanted to hop on here real quick and just give a shout out to Crypto Eddie. What an awesome community, XRP community member she is. She actually gave a shout out, I guess, to me when she was doing the interview with Brad Kimes, or interviewing Brad Kimes, which that was much appreciated. But she highlighted, and so is Brad Kimes at times, the number of XRP community members that provide content and in the different ways in which they do it. And she highlighted the drive, that I do. And so that was really, really cool. She comments on my videos every now and then, which is awesome as well. But it's exciting to be part of a community that is so smart and so willing to give up the time to, bring content, bring information. That Investment Perspectives Telegram that Brad Kimes and I guess Tom T helped create it or put it together is absolutely amazing. Got a guy in there right now that is, providing all these patents in the technical space, in this DLT technical space, that is absolutely amazing. Is a great way to kind of deep dive and kind of see what's going to be happening, what's the future, innovations in this blockchain space. So we just got great people doing great things all over the XRP community, which is absolutely awesome. But she mentioned something. It wasn't on the interview, but it was on another video that she did. Crypto Eddie did, and I thought it was interesting. She said the coil thing, and she said, I don't quite understand how, if you're a content creator in the XRP community, how you cannot be on coil. And I got to thinking about that for a second, and I thought, man, she's right, because she said the $5 a month thing, and I guess the $5 a month thing is, and I'm not too familiar with coil. I signed up for it. I did not do that $5 a month thing, and I signed up for it, and it's a little confusing for me, but I think I have it. I do have a blog. I don't use that blog for digital assets. I use it for my other business. And but anyway, I think the way it works is you can do contribute $5 a month, and I think you as the recipient can receive it in it whatever currency you like, whether it be that your country's currency or an XRP. I believe that's the way it works. And if I'm not correct, please let me know in the comments. But she was right, because if you are a contributor, because the bottom line to what she was saying is it's about using the XRP, right? The more use cases for XRP, the better it is. And I got to thinking about that and about the whole digital asset space as a whole. And that is going to be the defining factor. That's going to be the difference between those that make it and those that do not, right? And when you think about all the digital assets that are out there, it's just not a whole lot of utility. There's not a whole lot of use cases going on. That's why they say the market is illiquid. I know it's a couple of them. There's a couple of them, like for example Cardano. I know that Cardano in Japan, especially Japan, that like they got places to use it. You can scan and QR code type thing and use your Cardano use cases. And I think that's going to be the biggest challenge, because everybody wants to hold their digital assets because of the value, right? Because they know that it can increase in value. But one of the ways that it increases in value is the way that it's being used, or the fact that it is being used. And I think, and there's like VeChain. VeChain set theirs up in a very, very interesting and unique way, enterprise type way. Enterprises use it get on that blockchain, but they have to use the V or the VTHOR, the VET or the VTHOR. And so they got it set up where utility of the digital assets required. And that's another one that I know of. The rest of them that I know of are, are a lot of game, type things like Tron. It's all this gambling and gaming stuff. EOS is kind of the same thing, even though I think it's a more vast or more of a bigger project. But as far as I know, they just have their use cases in the games, creating games and purchasing stuff in games, that type of deal, but not out anywhere else where you could provide a greater use case. And that's going to be the thing, the use cases and the number of use cases. That's why Coil, that's why Xspring, like that's why these things are so important. And XRP even ventured out into the gaming space as well. But it has so many other use cases that there's not a digital asset out there. It's not just a bridge currency. It's not just something that's for the banks. Vite Vin and the Tipbot is just another example, but there are so many other examples of why XRP and how XRP could be used. And the fact that they had the foresight, I guess you would say, to put together Xspring and come up with other use cases, it was genius. And the fact that they had the money and they had the brilliant minds to be able to do that. Kava Labs is going to be massive in what they're doing with Cosmos and CDPs. That is collateral deposition. That is going to be massive. And Securitize, I believe, Ripple in some way, shape, form, or fashion is behind that, whether it's a 10% investment or 15% investment in that, whatever it is. I believe they're involved with Securitize as well, and they are looking into corporate debt issuance. They're getting to that game as well. So debt, again, like I said, is always going to be a factor in the world's economy. So it's really about utility and how is your digital asset being used. And again, I believe wholeheartedly when it comes time to articulate an argument of why XRP and why are we going to be using it and how it's going to be used, we'll have a list of things, right? We'll have a list of things. And I did a video last night and I did not post the video. So I'm going to post that video from last night first before I upload this video. But I talked about how, President Trump and Steve Mnuchin will be intelligently articulating their argument for XRP, why XRP, and I believe why we as a nation will be using XRP. It's just a matter of time. But in any case, guys, it is about the utility. There isn't a digital asset out there that has more use cases on the market. That's just the bottom line. And real world, it's awesome. Listen, finance is massive and it's major, but XRP is just not something for the banks. It's for small, medium enterprises, financial FIs, if you will. There's so many use cases for it. It is just mind-boggling, and that's going to be the difference. Brad Garlinghouse says it all the time. He says it all the time. And at the end of the day, it's going to be about utility and use case. How is your, what real world problem does your digital asset solve? That's going to be really the difference. And wow, how blessed are we that we are XRP holders, hodlers, and there's just nothing. There's nothing that compares to the use case value of XRP. So yeah, Coil, yeah. So I'll be setting up that $5 thing because again, it's just supporting the ecosystem. It's proving the value of XRP by doing that. So it just kind of makes sense. Obviously, it's not the money. It's not about the money you would get from Coil. It's about providing more utility or liquidity, if you will, into the XRP ecosystem. system. So guys, if you're not signed up at Coil, you might want to think about doing it, especially if you have a channel or if you have a blog. Definitely do that. And I was thinking about, you get so many things coming out of your accounts for this and for that and for this and for that, and why not take advantage of things like the XRP tip bot and that kind of stuff like that. I wish someone would do a video or two on how that whole XRP tip bot works, how you set it up and all that. I have it on Twitter, but I feel like I could have it on my channel, and I don't. I could have it on the blog, and I don't know how to really set that up. I wish someone would do a video on how to do that. That would be absolutely awesome. So guys, so just wanted to hop on here real quick and just talk about that. Use case in the end is will win the day, and there isn't a digital asset out there that has more use cases can be than XRP, without question, and that will rule the day, as they like to say. At the end of the day, that is going to be king. So guys, listen, never ever forget that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playing field, the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. The battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.